Hey, y'all know me. You can call me Empress. You can call me Fancy. Or if you know my real name, you can call me that too. Look, y'all. Look, episode 4. All the Queen's Mail, episode 4. I recorded it, edited it, uploaded it. I don't know. YouTube said they didn't like it. So maybe I didn't say something right or I said whatever. I'm about to try to do this again. So hopefully they stay with me this time. And make sure you like, you comment, you subscribe, you do all of that stuff. Send me all the love. I'm going to send you the love back. Keep your negativity because it will get you blocked. We ain't dealing with that. So, as I said, all the Queen's Men, hold on. There we go. Can you see? All the Queen's Men, season 1, episode 4. This episode, hold on, my bad. Okay. This episode is titled Looking at Trouble, okay? So starts open up in the bar. I'm at the bar, Club Eden. Okay, Blue sitting at the bar. Madeline, I keep saying Madeline. Madeline walks over, and the suit, always the daggone suit is two tone, what red and pink is really really nice, fine. So, Blue is telling Madam, like she always is, that we got to get this money out of here. We got to get this money out of here. And Madam is saying, I got it. Don't worry about it. And Blue is like, you sitting on way too much to have it sitting up in here. Y'all like my Whitney t-shirt? Whitney, not Whitty. Hutton. Whitney, okay? Anyway, so Blue's like, y'all, you sitting on way too much money. This is crazy. We got to get this out of here. So Madam is like, nobody even knows that it's here besides you and me. So Blue says, we got to do it. And Madam's still saying, okay. And Blue's like, I'm going to keep telling you. And Madam's like, and I'm going to keep telling you to just have my back. Just have my back. I got this. Hold on. I don't like it. Okay, that's a little better. Oh, Madam says, listen, cash is king. You never know when you got to make a move, okay? So, that's fine. Intro, theme song, now we back. Back at the club. Doc comes in to pay out or whatever. And Madam is, noticing that he still seems, upset and down and everything. So she was like, you good? And he like, yeah, I'm good. I'm going to go home and lay down. And so Madam's like, you all right? You okay? Pulls him in for a hug or whatever. And when they hug, and as she's pulling away, he went in to kiss her. She was like that. And she was like, what the are you doing? And he said, I just wanted to show my appreciation. And she was like, let me go. Okay? No, she didn't slap him. I don't know why I felt like she slapped him, but here she go. So she picked up the stack of money that he had just paid out or whatever. And she was like, this is how you show your appreciation. This is how you thank me. My daddy told me, don't you ever put your in the cash register. Okay? And Doc is like, what? What does that mean? And she was like, I was brought up rough, but you need to take that advice, okay? I'm not one of these thirsty joints out here. Don't you ever put your stuff on my leg or your face on mine, all right? So he apologized. She was like, all right, we good, but get out of here. Get. So as he's going out, Blue comes in, and Blue says that Cat called. She's at your sister's house. Your dad is missing. So she's like, get my stuff, get my keys, get my shit, let's go. So Babyface gets home. We see Babyface coming home, and Miss Patty is there. Like, she's surprised somebody laid out on the bed. And he was like, it's late. And she was like, well, I wanted to see you. And he was like, well, I appreciate all that you do for me, but you can't just be popping up here. And she like, what? I pay the bills. I pay the rent. I got keys. I'll pop up whenever I want to. So he starts to be like, maybe we should. And she cut him off and was like, maybe we should what? Maybe we should what? And he was like, nothing. So she was like, make it up to me. And then he was like, man, look, I just worked all night long and the sun is coming up. And then Miss Patty was like, well, I got caught in a little while. I just needs me a little tune-up. So then Babyface is like, man, you be doing this shit on purpose. You know exactly what you're doing. And she like, I don't know what you're talking about. And he was like, you just keep doing this to make sure that ain't nobody here. Ain't nobody up in here. And she like, well, that's because you know better. She's so irritating, y'all. So she was getting ready to go. She said, well, fine, I'll leave. And so he thought about it, and he was like, come on. And like threw her on the bed. And hold on, y'all. Sorry. My bad. So she was like, yeah, that's what I came over here for, after he threw her down on the bed or whatever. And so then she pushed his head down, and then she was like, I'll get you whatever you want. So at Carla's house, that's Madam's sister. We at Carla's house, and Kat is there with 2 other policemen, okay? And Madam is running up on Carla. Have you lost your mind? Keep her away from me. Keep her away from me. And Madam is like, where's Daddy? Where's Daddy? And she trying to get to Carla. So then Blue like backs her up and talks to her, very quietly and calmly, and was like, you need to calm down. You see Kat over there? Kat is with us. But those over 2 policemen over there, they not with us. They are not with us, okay? And Madam was like, yeah, because I will her. And Blue was like, and that's why I can't let you do it. Okay? So please calm down. So Carla is saying that she doesn't know anything. She don't know where Dad is or whatever. And Madam calms herself, and she was like, let me talk to her. And Carla's like, I don't want to talk to you. I don't have nothing to say to you. And so the Madam was like, that's fine. Just listen. And she was like, Daddy needs full-time care. And you keeping him up in this house with you, why? Just because you want to check? And she says, listen, if my father is not returned here to your house that you so pressed to have him at in 24 hours, I'm coming back here, and I don't care who's here. Okay? So she gets, as she's walking back to her Jeep, the phone rings. Blue had her phone, but her phone rang, and Blue gave her the phone. So she was like, she answered the phone, what? And it was this like deep, kind of like Ghostface, from Scream sounding voice. He was like, is this Marilyn DeVille? And she was like, Madam, who is this? And he said, let's pretend this is Alan. And she said, it don't sound like Alan. And then they said, this is how the dead sound. And so she was like, who is this? Who the fuck is this? And where the fuck is my father? And he said, tell me where Alan is, and I'll tell you where your dad is. And so she was like, man, stop bullshitting. Where is he? So he was like, I just told you. And so she was like, do you know what you're doing? Do you know who I am? And he just was like, yep. And so she asks again where her father is, and he says the same place you bury Alan. So Madam hurries up and get in her car. And Carla's like, see, I told you. She knew something. And then she get in her car too. So then Madam, they pull up to the club. Madam and Blue pull up to Eden. And Daddy is sitting outside the club by himself. Nobody is around him. And he's sitting in his wheelchair. So Madam is like, somebody is fucking with me, Blue. Somebody is messing with me. And Blue is like, what you want to do? How you want to handle it? And Madam was like, I need to get him in a home. I have to. And then Carla pulls up and she jump out her car. See, I knew you had something to do with it. I knew you had something to do with it. And Madam is trying to get to her again. And Blue does the same thing. Steps in, talks to Madam. Do you see them? Do you see the police? You got to calm down, okay? We don't need no heat right now. So Carla takes Daddy home, and that's the end of that night. So the next day, now we at the next morning, Madam is pulling up to the club, and she's valet or whatever. Somebody come help her get out, and the Blue, I think it's a jumpsuit. It looked like it's a one piece, but it could be a suit. But it's blue, it's velvet, gorgeous. So Blue and Kat is outside, all cuddled up, and they kissing and cooing each other and all that. So the stud is outside, and this is the last time y'all gonna hear me say that, because her name is Trouble, and we find that out now. Trouble pulls up on a motorcycle, and she's still trying to shoot her shot at Madam, trying to dance. And Madam is like trying to brush her off. She like, I ain't got time for you today. And Trouble was like, come on, Madam, I could get your game up. And Blue was like, excuse me, this is Madam. Her game has been up. Okay? And Madam was like, you better say that, Blue. Okay? Tell her. So, oh, excuse me. So Kat walks up. Well, she just steps up a little bit, steps forward, and was like, now see, if you had something like this up in here, I might pull up. And Trouble was like, yeah, you see what I'm talking about? And Blue was like, I think you need to take your ass on to work. All right. So then Kat says something, she whispered some little Spanish in Blue ear, and Blue all cheesing or whatever, but then Kat walk off. So Kat walks off and goes on to work. And then Trouble was like, see, Madam, so what you say? What you think? And then so Madam was like, I'll think about it. So as Madam walks into the club, Dime comes out. And she was like, you still trying to do amateur night? And Trouble was like, yeah, but Madam ain't having it. She ain't feeling me. So then Dime was like, maybe we need to bum rush her. We gonna surprise her. Do you really, really want this? Is this what you really want to do? And Trouble was like, yes, I'm ready. So then Dime was like, okay, get ready. This week, amateur night, get your shit, bring your A game, okay? Be ready. So Trouble was like, bet. And we see Dime watching Trouble like ride off like she know that like this about to be some money or whatever. I like that. I like the shot that they did. So now go inside Madam's office, and Amp comes in with Red. So Madam was like, who is that? And he was like, oh, he just gave me a ride here or whatever. And Red is like, hey, all in her face, how you doing? I would love to work here. And she was like, no, thank you. I'm not hiring at the moment. And he like, please, I would do anything to work here, being all thirsty. And I was like, calm down. You got her answer. She said what she said. Stop being thirsty. You need to go ahead and go. And then on his way out, on Red's way out, he said something like, if you need anything, I'm ride or die. Like, who does that? Who does that? Who is that pressed to be down that you just, if you need anything, I'm ride or die? Like he Rico from Paid in Full. And we see how that turned out. Moving on. Okay? Moving right along. So Red left, and Amp apologized for his friend's behavior. So then Madam calls Dime into her office, and she tells Dime to show Amp the ropes of working the door. So they walk out front, and Dime tells Amp to watch who's coming in, make sure they go through the metal detector, and make sure use this counter, the clicker counter thing, and make sure you clicking on every person so that the money adds up. If the money does not add up, you already know Madam is going to go off, and it's going to be trouble. Okay? And she was just letting him know that tonight is amateur night, and it gets pretty wild, so just be prepared and make sure that you was on your P's and Q's. So back at Madam's office, the man Gene comes in with his trifling self. So he tells her that he needs to speak with Alan. He can't reach him. And he was saying that, like, it's weird that he can't reach him because he was really, like, excited about this deal he was trying to get going on with him. So Madam was like, she got to answer. She's like, I'm not his secretary. I don't know where he at. Call him, find him. I don't know. So Gene is like, why are you so hostile? You know what I'm saying? What's going on? Why you acting like that? And Madam was like, for real? Like, you don't know? I brought your first club back from bankruptcy. And to show me your appreciation, you told me that when you opened up your second club, I would get to run it. But when you opened your second club, that did not happen. So that's why I'm hostile. Now you need to get out of my office because I got work to do. So then he asks, did Alan tell her about the deal? And she said, yeah. So I'm not interested. I'm not selling. I don't care. Get out. So he's still talking, and she pulls out. Did y'all hear that? Let me do it better. She pulls out, okay, sits it on the table, and don't even say anything. And he did a little chuckle, like he wasn't scared, but he got up out of there, all right? So then Blue asked her, she was like, you good? And Madam is looking stressed out, y'all. She got a lot going on. And so she was like, yeah, I just need to recharge. And Blue was like, well, how you want to do that? And then, like, it just cuts to another scene. So, so it's later on, and Amp is outside, and the guys are pulling up. Babyface, Midnight, and Doc are pulling up. And Amp sees the kind of cars that they pushing. You know, they got nice cars. And he like, ooh, wow. So Amp goes step back inside and asks Dime. He was like, damn, that's how they roll? They getting paid like that? And so Dime is like, yeah. And so she also informs him that it's an amateur night once again, because he was looking at a flyer for amateur night. And so she was like, yeah, the amateur night crowd is pretty small, you know, but the regulars, when it's time for the regulars to come on, that's when it gets really packed and really, really lit or whatever. So just be ready. So the guys, Babyface, Midnight, and Doc, you see them step into the locker room. And Fuego was in there. He done like dozed off studying or whatever. Because y'all know he like in tech school and whatnot. So somebody woke him up, probably Midnight woke him up and was telling him that, like, you know that when you leave here and go do what you going to school for, you're not going to be making what you making in here right now. And Fuego was like, that's all right. I ain't getting no younger. Ain't none of us getting no younger. We can't do this forever. And then Babyface is like, yeah, I know that's right, because you know he be having the aches and pains and child needs this week. I keep telling y'all, Babyface look young in the face. All right. And they, I think it was Fuego, or it might have also been Babyface, who was saying it takes a toll on your soul and your body. Okay, so Madam overhearing that and walks in, and she was like, oh, poor babies. Y'all making all the money. You got so many problems. More money, more problems for y'all. Too bad, so sad. So she pulled Babyface to the side and asked him, is the judge coming tonight? And Babyface was like, I hope not, because you know Miss Patty is going to be here. And Madam was like, whatever, I need her here. I need you to get her here. So Babyface was like, okay, I'll call her. So now we cut to like out on the stage. Club still not open yet, but Diamond's on the stage, and there's like 5 or 6 guys lined up. Like, these are the guys that's gonna audition. So she's telling the guys like the rules, like, you might can get a job here, because this is me and Madam checking y'all out before y'all can even audition for the crowd. Because if y'all can't handle me and Madam, you sure can't handle them. All right. So she was saying, no being late, no coming in high, no bringing nothing in here to get that way. All right. So that's fine. Don't go in that VIP dressing room until you're told you can go in that VIP dressing room. Otherwise, you're risking a beatdown. Just know that. All right. Now, she was like, okay, take it off. So at first they was looking all nervous or whatever, but then they took their shirts off, and then Madam walks up. And she was like, okay, they look all right. And then they look down the line, or Madam looks down the line, and she sees the guy, Jay. Remember the guy, Jay, that was at talking to her at the restaurant? That he's there. And so she tells everybody to whip out. And she was like, how you going to be a shy stripper? If you shy, you need to get out. I need to see what it's given. So everybody drop. So they do. And then Madam, they look, and Madam asked Dime, do we have magnifying glasses here? And Dime said no. And Eva says, why not? And Dime says, because if we need a magnifying glass, they can't work here. Okay? So she goes down and she was like, you all right. I don't know what that is. You good, but you need to trim all that. You need to trim that. That's not cute. Okay? And then what is that? Who is smelling like that? No, you're going to have to go. But then she looks again and was like, but that is all right. We're going to have to teach this man how to bathe, okay? Because don't ever come up in here smelling like that again. And then she looks down at Jay. Jay might be all right. So then she was like, okay, guys, tonight when the club opens, we're going to see what you got. And if we like it, you just might have a job here eating, okay? So now the door to the club opened up. It's lit like it always be. And then we see like this kind of montage of guys like auditioning or doing the amateur type dance. But we didn't see any of the guys who I was just talking about in the lineup. So first we see a Fat Daddy doing his Fat Daddy stripper dance. But he was getting it and they was giving him some money. He was cool. Then we see this bony joint. He was sliding across the floor. They threw a couple dollars at him. And then we see Madam go over to Dime and ask, are we almost done with amateur night? And Dime says, we got one more. But it's a her. And this is something you don't want to miss, okay? So Trouble comes out, and Trouble comes out and does her thing. Like, Trouble has done this before. I get the feeling that Trouble might be a professional at this. Like, this is not her first time, and she ain't new. She is true. But I don't know her. You know, I don't be looking up to cast people like that. If I know you from someplace else, then fine. But she is doing her thing. They making it rain and whatnot. And Doc and Babyface was peeping from the corner, and they looking like they got some competition, okay? So, what's her name? Trouble wraps up and all that, get them off stage, and Diamond's like, oh, the first Madam was like, that's exactly what we need. It's a whole nother type of sexy. And Diamond's like, yeah, I told you. So then Madam tells Trouble that I'll be in touch. You know, Madam, real cool. So later on, Dime asks Amp if he's thinking about auditioning because he was looking at the flyer. And she was like, you should do it. I see how these ladies be looking at you and everything, you know what I'm saying? You should go ahead and do it. And Amp was like, yeah, I could use the money because, you know, I'm be leaving the halfway house soon. I'm going to have to get my own place. So Dime was like, if you want to do it, do it. But it seems to me like you already made your decision. So, Madam and Blue are talking about making trouble with Junior Dancer, and then they look over to Miss Patty, and Blue once again is like, you want her repping you with your father. And Madam was like, well, clearly she making money. And then at that time, the judge walks in. We see the judge come in, and Madam tells Blue to take Miss Patty to my office and take the judge to VIP. Okay? So, Blue goes over to the table and she's like, Miss Patty. First she says Babyface VIP. No, that's not what happened. First she tells Miss Patty that Madam wants to speak to her. And Miss Patty is all nervous. She's like, what'd I do? I didn't touch his stuff. Like, what's wrong? And Blue is like, just go ahead. She just want to talk to you. Then she tells Babyface to go to VIP and, you know, deal with Judge, make her a drink, boom, boom, boom. So, Miss Patty come in the office and she all nervous and she's like, what did I do? And she sits down. She sits down and Madam hands her an envelope with money in it. And she says, I just retained you as my lawyer. So now everything we say going forward is attorney-client privilege. Okay, and Miss Patty's like, oh, okay. This sounds serious. What's going on? So Madam is like, my father has dementia. And I keep telling you, they be using dementia and Alzheimer's like kind of interchangeably. I don't know if they trying to say he has both or if somebody is uneducated. I don't know. So she was saying, my sister has power of attorney and she's not taking care of him. And I need to get it from her. And so what can I do? So Miss Patty tells her that if she already has it, the only way that Madam can get it is if Carla signs it over to her. And Madam was like, yeah, that's what I thought. And so Madam was like, well, maybe you could just talk to her again. And she said, I'll think about it and have a good time. Go back out there, have a good time, and share Babyface, okay? So we see Miss Patty go dancing her way back out on the floor, about to go back and have her a good time. But as she does that, she sees Babyface and the judge. She don't know it's the judge yet or whatever. She just see Babyface and a woman going into VIP. And she's sneaking up behind him. And I thought it was very much weird that it was no security or anything outside of the VIP. Like, male strippers need security too. You know what I'm saying? So Miss Patty sneaks up in there. And when she comes in there, she sees the judge ride like she can't no more, okay? And she says, face, and Babyface is like, get out, get your ass out. And then she looked again because the judge had like kind of turned around and she was like, Judge Ross. And Babyface was like, get out of here, get out of here. So we see Madam like outside of VIP, but kind of at the end of the hallway. And Blue comes out and Blue's like, how's everything? Or Madam asks Blue, how's everything? The money is flowing. Where the money resides, where the money resides, okay? So they see Miss Patty coming out of VIP looking all distraught. And Madam was like, what is that about? So then Blue looks, I guess that's when she notices there wasn't no security right there. And she was like, Ricky. So I guess Ricky was supposed to be at his post and he was not. So he comes from over there somewhere. And she was like, she slapped him after she kicked him out the back door. She slapped him and he fell down and was kicking him. You had one job. You had one job. So then Madam comes out and gets blue and was like, come on, that's enough. The judge is leaving. Okay, so what happened next in my notes? So now was the end of the night. The club is closed and everything. And Babyface is walking the judge to her car. And she is tipsy, y'all. She is tip and C. Okay? So the valet pulls her car up and puts her in, Babyface puts her in the car. And as soon as Judge put her foot on the gas, Cat pulled up. Woo! Okay? And blocks her in, and Babyface was like, oh shit. And when he turned around, he turned right around to Miss Patty. And Miss Patty smacked him so hard, he turned all the way back around the other way, okay? And was back facing her again. So Babyface like, what the hell is wrong with you? And she was like, everything I done for you. And he was trying to explain to her, he's like, listen. And she was like, oh, I'm about to make your life a living hell. You hear me? Ho, like now he a hoe because you've been paying him all this time, but now you want to try to demean him and call him a hoe. But you pressing him, I'm leaving it alone. Babyface is like, you don't even know what's going on, and she's like, I don't want to know. Fuck you, I don't want to know what's going on. So, back over to Cat and the judge. She tells the judge to get out her car. Please step out your car, man. And the judge is like, I'm a judge. I know my rights. And Cat was like, have you been drinking? And no. And she was like, ma'am, I can smell the alcohol from here. Please step out the car. So the judge, I'm a judge. She getting out with, I'm a judge. And then she was like, you're under arrest, ma'am. And just then Madam walks up. And she's like, no, please. She is one of my regulars. She is here all the time. I will drive her home myself. Please. And Cat is like, okay, I'm going to give you a warning this time. Ma'am, you a judge. As we say for the 5th time, 6th time, you should know better. So then the judge looks to Madam and was like, thank you so much. And the Madam was like, oh no, don't thank me yet. And the judge was like, why not? And Madam was like, because you just became my new bit. Okay? And that's the end of episode 4. All right? So hopefully I'll be able to get this up so y'all can see it. All right? Because YouTube is coming for me already. I'm fresh out the gate, y'all. I'm fresh out the gate. But that's fine. I'm going to keep working. I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep cranking out this content and doing the best that I can, like I told y'all. I hope y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Shout out to all 10 of my subscribers, okay? Thank y'all. I hope everybody else subscribes and stick around with me because this is fun. We're going to get into some things. We're going to have us a good time. So hopefully I'll be able to get this up on YouTube because right now it's sitting at 1, 2, 3 on that first video and then episode 5, and I don't like that. Okay, so let me try to get this video up for y'all, and like I'll holler at y'all later. Deuces.